sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
And Dak going to start out going to the air. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lamb will go in motion.
47.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd and 7.
Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard.
He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a running play here with Lamb. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his pass incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. Taken down at the 42.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. A solid stiff arm. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Shoves him aside. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
And that's caught out wide by Cook.
But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the Browns' 42-yard line.
There you go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Touchdown!
Tony Pollard, 30 yards. And the Cowboys have regained the lead.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Moore, the man in motion. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And the Browns first down.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That stop for a loss made by Damone Clark from his linebacker spot.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Watson. His throw incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Fielded just inside the 20.
1:50 left to go in the 2nd quarter.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made at the 42.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Inaudible here to get a new look.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Pollard will take it up the gut. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Dak Prescott with a connection to CD Lamb. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but
This is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Kill. 47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
There's Cooks in motion right.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Dak and the offense still out there. They're going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Yeah, he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to air one out.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. A first down throw for Prescott. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I think the easy analysis is that he had nowhere to go with the football. But he held on to it for so long, didn't get rid of it, and then just gave up.
Yeah, the coverage was good downfield, no doubt. But if you're going to hold on to the ball that long and then just cradle it at the end of it, you're right, it felt like he gave up a little bit.
If you're going to do that, do it early. Get the play over with. Don't wait that long and then give up. Your guys expect you to try and make a play. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Lamb will go in motion. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw? Extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Browns take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Again, it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Here's Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Damone Clark. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. That pass complete to Moore. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They
do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score.
And now off to the races down the right side. Jakeem Grant. And he's taken it all the way back for the return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
At the 50-yard line.
Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I seem surprised smiles on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. One last throw here for Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.